What is your purpose? To talk about what is your purpose, you first have to define what purpose is. What does purpose mean to you? How do you look at purpose and what all plays into that? For myself, purpose is your God-given gifts, talents, interests, passions, your all of your abilities, your personality, everything that God made uniquely you. Purpose is taking those things and using them to create massive impact in the lives of other people. It's outward focus. Purpose is focused on other people. It's not about us. It's about somebody else. Now, people often purpose and calling is kind of tied together, and people use those two when they're talking about the same things oftentimes. Now, I read something the other day, and it really struck a chord with me, and I want to read it to you guys too. Your calling is going to crush you. If you are called to mend the brokenhearted, you're going to wrestle with a broken heart. If you're called to heal God's little ones, you're going to experience your own share of trauma. If you're called to preach and teach the gospel, you will be sifted for the wisdom that anoints your message. If you are called to empower, your self-esteem will be attacked. Your success is hard fought. Your calling will come with both spiritual warfare and a sifting. Both are necessary for your mantle to be authentic, humble, and powerful. Your crushing won't be easy because your assignment isn't easy. And you can't minister powerfully out of what you haven't walked. Okay, I'm going to read that again. You can't minister powerfully out of what you haven't walked. When you're feeling the weight of it coming down, run to the Father who longs to be your comfort. Let him whisper your true identity over you while resting under the shadow of his wings. Position yourself against his heartbeat. Let him renew your strength and set your eyes forward. No olives, no oil. No grapes, no wine. Your oil isn't cheap, my friend. You can substitute calling for purpose in that. Your purpose has to do with, like I said, your interests, your passions, your gifts, your talents, your natural abilities, all of those things, focusing them on other people, the outward. But it's not going to be easy. And I've often thought, or I've long thought, that your purpose does come easy for you because it is those things that you love to do. But it's nothing comes easy. When you try hard to be really great at something, it becomes hard. It is hard. And it has to be hard before it becomes easy because you're trying really hard to be great at it. And once you've mastered it, then it's fun and easy. But the reason why it's not always easy, or I shouldn't say the reason why it's not always easy. I should say it's not always easy, but the reason why we keep after it is because it is in our interests, in our gifts, in our passion. It is those things that we love doing. Purpose, or your calling, is that thing that can punch you in the face over and over again, knock you down repeatedly, and you keep coming back for more because you want to master that thing. That is purpose. Now, I've followed somebody online for a long time. His name is Lucas Rubix, and he is a coach who's helped a lot of other people online. And he, a couple years ago, shared something that I want to share with you guys. It's a document that it shows you how to find your purpose. And it's going to take a lot of work. It does. But I love it here. It's very simple. Basically, in part 1, list out the things you don't want. It's easiest to start there. And for anybody who's listened to the Survival Podcast, you may have heard Jack Spirko talk about a lot of these similar things as well. List out the things you don't want in life. That's often easier than listing out the things you do want. List out what you for sure don't want in life. I don't want to go sit in a cubicle all day. I don't want to do concrete work all day. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to not be able to talk to people all day. Whatever those things look like for you, list those out here, things you don't want. Next, list out what does your ideal day feel like and look like. Do you want to go sail around the Caribbean on a catamaran and create videos about that all day? Fishing, lounging around, taking sales calls. Do you want to have a farm in the Ozarks with goats and chickens and cows and take care of that, create content around that, or not? Do you want to build a massive shed building business? Do you want to have a niche little finishing out tiny homes business? Do you want to have a niche farm repair welding business? What does your ideal day look like, and how do you see yourself spending time within that? Next is, what does your ideal income look and feel like? Are you happy with $50,000 a year? Or does it need to be $1 million a year? And keep in mind here, the bigger your income, the bigger your possibility and your potential for impact. What does that look like to you? Next, kind of goes along with your ideal day. What does your perfect business look and feel like? How do you serve people inside of that business? And list that out. And then next, what does your ideal lifestyle look and feel like? As you write those things out, you'll begin to get a clearer picture of how purpose, passion, profit, how those things intersect, how they tie together, and how you can work within that. And on that note, I have a membership for men, Purpose, Passion, Profit, where we help men find their purpose, operate within their passion, and create profit from those things, building a business around that. It's a lot of fun. You should check it out. I'll drop a link down in the notes down below. You also, your next section, part 2, is your big, beautiful vision. Okay? Creating your vision, and what does that look like? And I'll show you some of mine here. Now, you start out, you can do what I stand for. And these are things that are your values. So excellence, empowering human potential, continuous self-improvement, so on and so on. And then on down, why do I do what I do? So many reasons. But I'll start with my greatest passion. I love learning, teaching, coaching. I love seeing people thrive. When I was a kid, I actually told my parents I wanted to be a missionary. And as strange as that may have sounded back then, I now understand why. I love to teach, and I love to serve others and help them to find their own, or to reach their own full potential. I absolutely love learning and then sharing that knowledge with others in the form of podcasts, videos, courses, emails, all of the above. I believe that my possibilities and potential for impact are unlimited, and my greatest desire is to be someone of significance. Now, I know without a shadow of a doubt that if someone else can do it, I can do it too. Period. Okay? I want to see everyone around me thrive. I'm going to skip on down. It's not about the outcome. It's about falling in love with the process. If I can fall in love with the process, the doing, every single day, then the outcome will take care of itself one way or another. Now, I read this to you so that you can see what it looks like to create your own vision, your own mission, and to define what purpose looks like for you. I'm going to bring this back over here, quit sharing my screen. Recording this in OBS Studio is kind of interesting. Anyway, there we go, somewhere in there. Get myself centered back up in the screen. I want you to define your own purpose, to come up with those things that are your interests, your gifts, your passions, your talents, your skills, abilities, personality. Take a personality assessment. Look at how you best like to operate. Think about the things that you love to do and how you like to help others and make a difference for them. And then look at how you can create work around that, create a business around those things. And if you need help with that, reach out to me. Go to that link down in the show notes and schedule a free call with me. I'd love to have that conversation with you and just talk. No strings attached about what that could look like for you and help you walk through that. Do good work.